Hi, welcome again to Guilt-Free Pint Sized Torah. There is the mitzvah in this week's Torah reading, which is the first mitzvah given to the Jewish people as a whole. And that is the mitzvah to create months, lunar months. We look at the moon and we calculate the month according to the moon's cycle. Our calendar is a bit more complicated than that because there is a solar aspect also, but that's not today's discussion. But it says, "Hachodesh hazeh lachem," this month will be for you Rosh Chadashim. It'll be the head of the months. Rishon hu lechem lechodshei hashana. It'll be the first of the months of the year for you. And the question is, why is this month, the Hebrew month of Nisan, when the Passover story happened, why is that the first month of the year for all countings? Why isn't it when Rosh Hashanah is, when Yom Kippur is, or Sukkot, or some other significant month, or when the Torah was given? Why is it specifically the month when the Jewish people were released from Egypt? And the answer is because this is the month, Ramban says this is the month when God showed to the Jewish people and to the world, I still deal in this world, and I see a persecuted nation, and I will help that nation. And for the Jews, we say, wow, if that's how God is, then we ourselves also should always be sensitive and want to help those people who are persecuted. So God isn't some being, some absentee landlord that just created the world and now it just rolls on. No, he still concerns himself with the world, and specifically with the Jewish people, as we've seen the miracle of our existence, which you've spoken at previous times. And the way to look at this is really, it's going against the ideology, the theology, the philosophy, whatever you want to call it, of not only the ancient world, but even in the Middle Ages, when there was a concept which still exists today called deism, which says that yes, there is a God, somebody created the world, this didn't all come from nothing, but then he doesn't really care. And there's a parable to this. Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky said, imagine if there would be an oil tycoon in Texas. He's got oil wells all over the place. And in addition, he has stocks and bonds and investments, and he's a billionaire with holdings all over the world. And he's in a meeting with his staff, and it's a very important meeting. It's a year-end meeting speaking about investments and checking over the books and everything. In the middle of this very important meeting, somebody comes running in and says, I have to talk to you immediately. You have to come with me immediately. He says, I'm in the middle of a meeting. This is a very important meeting. This is our year-end meeting. No, you have to come right now. Okay? So he comes, they take him in the limousine, takes him out to one of the ranches that this man owns. And they pull off the side of the road, and he says, you see what's going on here? There's a little ant colony. And one of the ants took a piece of food, a little tiny piece of food, and he's walking it to his place. And another ant came and boom, hit him and knocked into him and took the food away from him. And the ant started getting into a fight. And the guy said, are you crazy? I was in the middle of a meeting with my top people, reviewing all my holdings, and you're stopping me for a bunch of ants who are quarreling? I don't know, step on them, get rid of them, do whatever you want. What meaning is that? This is how the world viewed, or some of the world viewed God. He's too lofty up there. He doesn't really care about this world. And the answer is no, this is the first month, because this month is the month when God gave this message to the Jewish people and to the world. I still am involved with this world. I still care about this world, and I will help the oppressed. And that's how it is. And he comes down to help his chosen nation, the Jewish people. And so instead of thinking, well, God's all the way over there and, what involvement do I have? No, through prayer, God wants to hear our prayer. God wants to help us. So both as a nation, as individuals, we're not alone. There's a loving God who involves himself in this world and wants to help his nation and wants to help the world at large. But yes, the Jewish people have a unique relationship with God, and he's there for us. And that's why this is the first of the month to say, yes, God says, I am still part of this world. It's not like you guys are a bunch of little ants in the world. And what does that matter? I get involved in the realms of the heavens. I can't deal with this physical world here that I created. No, I created that world. It's a beautiful world, and I want to be part of that world. You're not a bunch of little ants. You're human beings who created in the image of God, and everyone needs to be treated and respected as a result. So this is the month. This is the time when that message came through. You matter, both as a nation and an individual, and I will be there, God says, to help you. Have a great day.